Fanatec just dropped prices on basically everything. So today, I'm gonna let you know what's worth spending your hard-earned money on. Let's get to it. Starting off with budget wheelbase options, we have the Gran Turismo DD Pro and the CSL DD QR2. These are actually the same exact wheelbase, with the only real difference being that the Gran Turismo version is also PlayStation compatible, along with PC and Xbox compatibility. And since they're the same wheelbase, that also means they both come in 5 Nm and 8 Nm versions. If you're new to sim racing and you're not sure what that means, a higher Newton meter rating just means that the wheelbase will give you more tactile information and make your driving experience feel more realistic. You'll pay around $75 to $100 more for these extra 3 Newton meters, but with these new price drops, I actually do think it's a worthy upgrade. I'll have the pricing for all 4 versions up on the screen, but whatever you choose, they're all great starter wheelbases. So just remember, get the Gran Turismo if you're looking to race on PlayStation or switch platforms often, CSL DD if you're not, and the 8 Newton meter option if you want that little extra sauce out on the track. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to visit simsportgadget.com and check out our inventory of over 400 accessories for your sim racing or flight rig. Moving on to the mid-tier wheelbases, Fanatec has a 12 Newton meter Club Sport DD for $700, as well as a 15 Newton meter PlayStation compatible Club Sport DD Plus for $900. Now, I know I'm saying these are mid-tier wheelbases, but to be honest, this is still a lot of cash. So before I give my thoughts on them, let's take a quick look at what's actually going on at the high end. And that premium option is the 25 Newton meter Podium DD. Yes, it's a ton of torque, but it costs a ton of money too. At $1,200, it isn't even PlayStation compatible. So for that reason, I generally recommend the Club Sport DD Plus or Gran Turismo DD Extreme Bundle instead. 15 Newton meters is honestly plenty, and you can't beat the cross-platform compatibility. The Gran Turismo DD Extreme costs about $300 more, but comes with a wheelbase and round steering wheel. Now, for the 12 Newton meter Club Sport DD, it's actually kind of the sweet spot for value here. It has great torque and is noticeably smoother than the budget options. Just remember, it lacks PlayStation compatibility. Speaking of the rest of your setup, let's talk pedals. To keep it simple, I'd skip the lowest end CSL pedals and go straight for the CSL pedals LC. You get a clutch pedal and a load cell kit for just $50 more. That's a lot of added value for 50 bucks. Braking is honestly so important that it's really worth investing a little more here. Between the higher end options, the Elite Pedals V2 are a better buy than the V3. Cheaper and already very good. With steering wheels, your choice will be dictated by the kind of racing you want to do. If you're an all-around racer, go for a round wheel, around the 300 or 320 millimeter size. If you generally stick to GT or F1, then you'll want a GT or F1 style wheel. At this point, Fanatec has a ton of options for every style at different price points. So if you match your racing genre correctly, you can't really go wrong. If you still don't know how to pick sim racing wheels, check out our guide linked in the description below. And finally, Fanatec does have 2 cockpits, but first off, remember, cockpits are totally optional. You can definitely have a great time racing with a clamp setup. If you still want one though, I generally recommend the $300 CSL Cockpit V1.5. Your other option would be the Club Sport GT, which is a tube rig. Now, even if some people might like the look of the tube rig style, it's known to suffer from rigidity issues and has much poorer compatibility with aftermarket accessories. And did I mention that it costs $1,000? So yeah, if you want a cockpit that works for a budget setup, the CSL Cockpit V1.5 gets my pick. Otherwise, I'd probably look elsewhere. So there you have it, my comprehensive take on the best of Fanatec's current gear lines. Let me know what manufacturer you'd like to see in my next buyer's guide. And don't forget that everything mentioned in this guide can be purchased using the link in the description. As always, this is Poche from SSG Unplugged, and have fun, sim racers.